Majority of women struggle to orgasm from penetration. They deeply desire to be able to reach climax during intercourse, but they just can't get there, regardless of how hard they try. How do I know? They often tell me that in my sex therapy sessions. If you'd like to find out why that's the case and what to do about it, keep watching. My name is Helena Nista and I make videos that help you have the best sex of your life. And today we're unpacking female orgasm during sex and the reasons why so many women can't reach climax during intercourse. For the first 10 years of my sex life, I could never orgasm during sex. I could reach a quick, sharp clitoral orgasm if I placed a vibrator on my clit for a few minutes. But during sex with my partner, forget it. I would even struggle to reach a climax with a vibrator while my partner was penetrating me. It seemed that the penetration was a sort of a distraction from the clitoral orgasm that I was trying to reach. And so the vibrator-induced clitoral orgasms during masturbation were my only chance of reaching a climax. I felt terribly envious of all the women who could orgasm when in bed with their partners. And I felt even more envious of all the male lovers that I was with. It seemed that for men, orgasms were always so easy and effortless. You can only imagine just how doomed and terribly inadequate I felt. I kept trying so hard to become orgasmic, and I couldn't. And many women feel the same way in their own sex lives. Now, years later, and after having done a lot of work on myself, I know that not only myself, but every single woman is capable of experiencing orgasms during sex. And that these orgasms don't need to be restricted to just my clit. These orgasms can be expansive, magical, blissful, and deeply satisfying. But I needed to learn a few things about orgasms first, and one of these things is that my orgasms belong to me. That means that ultimately, whether I orgasm or not is up to me. My partner can definitely be helpful while I'm getting there, but at the end of the day, I am the only one who can allow or disallow that orgasm to happen. And here, the word disallow is quite important, because many women actually cut themselves off of their orgasm. Let's see how exactly that happens. A woman needs to surrender to her experience of pleasure and arousal in order to reach orgasm. And this surrender will only happen if she's feeling safe, held, and seen by her partner. When women orgasm, the center of their brain responsible for control shuts down. So when she feels unsafe, when she feels like she needs to remain in control, she will stay vigilant, and that brain center will remain active. Therefore, she will struggle to reach an orgasm. Sex, pleasure, and arousal happen in the body, yet most of the time women remain in their heads, thinking, worrying, analyzing. Women stress over the shape, size, or look of their bodies. They worry that they take too much time during oral sex, or even plan their to-do lists for the following day. There is simply no way she can feel the waves upon waves of ecstatic pleasure in her body if her attention is elsewhere and if she's stuck in her head. The only kind of orgasm that can come from tension and effort is this quick, sharp kind of clitoral orgasm. As we get aroused, we tend to tense our legs and genitals and hold our breath in order to squeeze out an orgasm. But these genital sneezes are usually barely satisfying or worth the effort. The most amazing, mind-blowing, full-body orgasms are the ones that we fall into without effort, that expand through our systems without us even trying. So instead of clenching her muscles and constricting her breath, encourage her to relax, let go, and enjoy. A woman's clitoris is a crucial part of her erotic anatomy. Yet most men think that it's the penetration that will get her there. So they keep thrusting as hard, fast, and deep as they can. And the poor clit remains ignored and forgotten, or at most insufficiently attended to during foreplay. But her clit is a powerhouse when it comes to her arousal and pleasure. So keep including her clit in your sexual play, not only a little bit at the beginning, but throughout your entire sexual experience together. A woman needs time to build up enough arousal and sexual energy in her body that will take her over the edge of orgasm. If the entire sexual experience only lasts a few minutes, she simply has got no chance to build up enough erotic charge in her body to allow that orgasmic response to happen. So if you'd like to learn how to last much longer naturally, make sure to check out my online course for men, Tantric Mastery. I've linked it in the description below. For a truly meaningful and nurturing orgasmic state, her entire body needs to be awakened, touched, and caressed. We are capable of experiencing a lot of pleasure in different parts of our bodies, so focusing your entire attention and touch in her genitals alone will result in a reduced quality of experience for her. This one is crucial. Many women are way too passive during sex, while sexual energy needs to move, flow, and expand. This means that the more she's moving and the deeper her breath, the more the arousal can pulsate and move through her entire system. And the vibration of her voice will further encourage the movement of her erotic pleasure. This is why whenever I allow myself to be really loud during sex, my orgasms just seem to keep going and going and going. So there you have it. Now you know exactly why most women struggle to orgasm during sex. And if you use this information well, you can actually create an opposite experience for her where she can orgasm abundantly and easily in your arms. And if you'd like to learn even more about lasting as long as you want and becoming the kind of lover that women dream about, see if my online course Tantric Mastery for Men is right for you. It's a 7-week journey for any man who would love to become an extraordinary lover. You'll find the link in the description below. And now, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world to me to hear from you and to read your stories and insights about the things I share. I always respond to comments personally and I can't wait to read yours. Have a fabulous day and I'll see you next time.